Welcome to the fascinating world of traffic signals. Today I'm bringing you all along on a little maintenance call, and as you can see on this pole at this intersection, 2 of the pedestrian push button devices have been hit by a truck and have broken off of the pole. So today I have a couple new push buttons to reinstall, and we're going to reprogram these and get everybody moving safely here at this intersection on their daily commute, walking, driving, however. So let's get right into it. First things first, while we have the old bracket on there still, I'd use some PB blast. Just grab the drill out. Should already have a bit for a tap. And grab us a 1/4-inch tap, and we're gonna drill and tap a new hole. It broke and sheared one of the bolts. So, find the impact, dig through this mess. Here we go. Just gonna make that happen real quick. All right, so as y'all can see, one of these bolts are sheared off. I'm gonna use this plate as kind of a jib and go right underneath it and drill out a new hole and tap it. There's not gonna be a lot of meat there for the tap to get, so hopefully it works out the same. It works out good. Let's go ahead and spray it with some oil. Take our drill bit and go right underneath the bolt, but still inside that bracket. Try to get us a nice hole going. Kind of just move the bracket out the way now. Remember, guys, always wear safety glasses when doing any kind of work on metal. Drilling, I mean, heck, with wood. Just wear safety glasses. Put a little more oil on it. And run this tap into it. Do it a couple times there. Make sure them threads are nice and clean, which they are. Looks good. And now we should easily be able to go get our new brackets and get it mounted where the existing ones were. Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We need more like you, but take care.
Yes, sir. I try to, especially during the summertime, man. Some of y'all out here, I try my best to make sure y'all stay hydrated at least. Give out water as hell. The company pays for it, man, as well. You know, so.
Yeah, I met the other guy, the night guy, police guy, pretty cool, the fourth.
Anthony, maybe a taller, bigger guy, beard too. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, he's a good guy too, for sure.
They on the way,
yeah, up north. We've been up north a lot more here lately, so. This job's kind of coming to an end around here that we've been doing. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. You take care.
I will.
All right, these brackets are super easy to remove. Those 2 1/4-20s out. Dude, I had a tap out shirt on. I ain't seen somebody wear one like that since elementary school. All right, guys, again, these buttons are super easy to install. You pull out this little ground screw, and the button will pop off of the mounting bracket. This one might be missing a screw. We did have to get some of these buttons provided by the city, just because everything right now is taking forever to get. So just trying to be quick about getting these people back up and running. But, ooh, look there. Found the ground screw. Right there. But let's take these brackets, set of these bolts and washers, and mount it back up. Sorry guys, got a bolt in my mouth. All right, so not gonna tighten that all the way up because the one on the bottom, I have a little less meat. So I wanna make sure I can get this screw in, just going in just fine. All right, so the bracket's installed now. Now we can mount the pedestrian button itself to the bracket with that little ground screw and start putting in some extra screws to hold it and mount it while also wiring it in. So let's get to that. All right, guys, with the mounting bracket installed, you pop the button right on there and you can tighten up this little screw, and it's for an earth ground. So the bracket, since it's tied to the pole, then you screw this in and now the whole board is grounded properly. Then you can pull these tabs on the button here, rotate it to the right angle to where it's supposed to be going. This used to be a lot more difficult with different kinds of buttons, the older style buttons, but they make it pretty simple here nowadays. Arrows facing the right direction for this approach here. Let's go ahead and screw on this guy as well. And you can over tight and strip out these little earth screws pretty easy. So just have a good feel for it. Same, pop the button out, put it back in. Sometimes you just gotta fold these tabs down, put a little pressure in it. Good to go. Now we can get it wired up. So these cables don't really have any voltage. It's low voltage running into the cables right now. It's for the audio on these new style buttons. Nothing that will shock you, but I don't want to cut both of these cables at the same time. I want a clean area, so cut them back a little bit. We're going to strip these guys out and add some forks onto them. I'm just trying to avoid them from touching each other, which ain't hard to do. All right, let's grab a couple forks. Throw one in the mouth. Did just drink a nice, delicious Monster Energy. Got the shakes a little bit from it right now though. All right, 2 forks connected on it. Screwdriver that's in my back pocket. We're gonna go, this is supposed to be an orange cable, but now since the buttons got hit, they've been sitting out in the sun for a little bit, and the sun is awful on the jacket of this style cable. Like it's ordered out here. Orange on the left. Again, very easy to strip these screws out, so just be gentle when tightening. And as you can see, the button's active and on. Tuck this cable back a little bit. Push it into the pole. That's good to go. We need to mount the sign, the rest of the bracket to tighten that up, which we're about to do. But let's get this one wired up too.
Me, kick me down and make me hurt myself. Oh no, you will never forget me. I'm imprinted on your heart, I swear.
All right, the next step's gonna be the mounting sign bracket. Real simple as well. You can see that these holes are countersunk. So you got a countersunk screw on the bracket as well. You don't want to force it into here. As you can see, you'll have a lip on that screw. So make sure you mount the mounting plate for the sign on the right orientation. See how it fits flush now? That's what you're looking for, what you're hunting for. Get my screwdriver, still in my back pocket, and run it through. And as you tighten up on the mounting sign, you can see that the mounting bracket for the button itself closes the gap and tightens up as well. So all works together. That is not the right screw. That's crazy that was in the package, but I like it. Line it up. Get your top one going in there. All right, simple on those guys. As you can see, these ones have a different head on it, but I have a tool, a security bit one, Allen key, that should fit it just fine like it is. So, take a sign. Now this is 2 different directions on it, and this is for the approach going across the street. So make sure we mount the arrow on the right side. Let's tighten that guy up. All right, so the button's pretty much done, but we still need the faceplate of the button here. Need a special tool. It's a security bit. Got one right here. You line it up, put it in, and tighten down. Again, you can strip all of this stuff pretty easy, so you don't go crazy tight. You just get a good feel, make sure it's tight, make sure it's snug. And now this button is complete. Let me finish this guy right here, get the mounting bracket, get everything going on it, and then I'll show y'all a little bit of the programming side of these pedestrian push button devices. Now, may cut to a little montage of finishing up this button.
At times you make me angry, but I know that it could always be worse, be worse, be worse. Baby, baby, now I'm trying to forget you. Baby, I know everything that was about you. Now I'm joking, I'm looking for the bathroom. Round and around, yeah, round and around we go.
All right, gonna try to show you all good screen recording, but right now I'm connected Bluetooth to these pedestrian push buttons. Go, let's see if I can get it all set up. Don't need to be in that. All right, now we have to drop to from the CCU, and I'm gonna try to screen record everything I do on my phone as well. This is the Polaris field service app, and I know these two buttons are gone. Go ahead and just zero those out. That's phase 3 and 6. Now I need to flash the LED. I'm gonna do so. And y'all can see the pattern on that LED on the top of the push button here. When I flash it, it changes and it flashes at a different pattern than this guy would. So I know that this very top one is for phase 3, phase 6, going across the side street here. So we're gonna label it, put it on phase 6, and then change the wording on it to phase 6. And what corner are we on? The northwest. So now triple check, flash the other one, make sure it flashes fine, which it is. That's gonna be for phase 3 going across the highway. Put northwest on this corner as well, and then we could save. And they're programmed, but they're making a machine gun noise that you can already hear, so we're gonna try to change that up as well. Right, so now, as you can hear, we have wait, but we want a different audio message. I'm gonna try to screen record again, make sure it all goes up good. But this one's going to be crossing 17th Street, while the other one here is going to be crossing Highway 49. We want to set this up to say, wait to cross 17th Street at 49, and walk sign is on to cross 17th Street and 49. All right, so again, need to update the audio files in both the pedestrian push buttons. Let me screen record real quick. Right now, going to audio update. This is going to be for this pedestrian push button phase 3 going across 49. The information message is going to be down, and it's going to be right here, this US 49 and 17th VOL file. Let's update that information message. It's going. Then the walk sign, so should be this US 49 walk. And that's pretty much gonna say, hey, the walk sign is on across US 49 for this phase. So let's update that. Really don't want to do the rest of these. All right, now you can go into PBS configuration settings. We're still on phase 3, going across the street here. Now scroll down, we need to find the walk mode sign. Say custom walk 1. Let's not do that just yet, but let's see custom walk, and then the wait message, put it on 6. And information custom with pulse And we are gonna write that. That's gonna send that data over to this button. Now we hold it.
Wait to cross US 49 at 17. Wait.
So there you go. You press and hold the pedestrian push button. You'll get the information. And then when this is activated, you will hear a different tone telling you that the walk sign is on and you are clear to walk across the street. Now let's do the same thing for this pedestrian push button.
Walk sign is on across 17th Street.
And there we have it. These push buttons are repaired, new buttons, programmed and set up properly. We'll go over there and check out the cabinet, make sure there's no calls coming in constantly, and then we're wrapped up here. Thank y'all for showing up to work with me and helping me on this maintenance call. Appreciate y'all.